Welcome to the Social Nostra Breeze Shooters Podcast collaborative event. Woo! Are you fucking sick? Oh God.
We gotta tell Kevin not to give you big words. That collaborative is like I know it tripped you up, but continue.
No, my big lips tripped me up. Not the word. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breeze Shooters Podcast. We are the show that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between.
We love the tweeters.
Wow, I missed that. I'm your host, Lou, joined by my very good friend, Chris. I'm just going to leave it. He's going to leave it right there. I'm learning. And today, we're going to put it out there. I think we got the interview, but
I don't know.
I'm gonna put it out there. I felt comfortable. If not, this is gonna be the stalker interview, how we stalk somebody. But today joining us is legendary rapper Cuban Links from the infamous Terror Squad.
What?
BX? Cuban Link. If you know Cuban Link's history, you know that he was teamed up with Fat Joe, Big Pun, and they had Triple Sace and Prospect, and they had formed a rap group that was huge until the fortunate passing of Big Pun, and then from there the crew had broken up. But at the time in the early 2000s, they were the crew
not to mess with.
I'm sorry, the crew not to mess with. Thank you, Chris. They were an incredible crew from New York City, Bronx, New York, and it's going to be interesting to catch up with him.
We
Control it. Control.
Cuba!
Hello, baby.
Oye, Cuba, pero no te veo.
There
you go.
Yes,
Cuba!
Hello, Babo.
Yo,
what up?
Cuba, you ever met a stalker?
That's him.
Unfortunately, that's all I have. It's fucking stalking.
Hey, Cuba, man, let me start off by saying, man, I truly appreciate you jumping on today, brother. And I'm sorry that I was bombarding you with the messages, but
No. You're supposed to be doing your job, my brother. You're doing your job, and I know I got caught up. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know how to do this. Like I was like, I got the app, but it's like I never had this like fucking problem with shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying, but I think it was telling me something about Safari or some shit, and I was like, I don't got that shit. I got my iPhone.
well, Chris, just so you could understand the story with Cuban, I'm going on IG one day and I come across his IG, bro. This dude right here is funny. I started with one thing. He's always fishing and he's recording and it's just funny. And then I went into this rabbit hole. I'm watching videos. Cuba, the one when you're freaking gutting the fish, I was on the floor crying.
Samurai swords have been proved untouchables. Fucking African booty scratcher friend wants me to fucking gut him. This is what I do for my fucking friends. You see this? Okay. Hey, Fishy. Look at this. How you doing, Fishy? Okay, first shit is your gun.
To me, that wasn't me. That was Samurai Kamoto.
And that's the thing. He has these characters that he goes into. You'll see him sometimes chasing deers and shit. Yeah. His IG is definitely worth the watch. Super comical, super funny. Really, really good spirits, man. So
wait, there's deers in the BX, Cuba. What the fuck is going on?
There's deers in the BX. I mean, I'll be on my travel shit, so I'm on adventure. I'm on my adventure mode right now. So I'll be up and down and shit the East Coast. Yeah. Just going up and to the quiet, man. Because during the COVID, like I was really having a good time because tú sabes que no hay licencia por aquí. Pero so there was nobody really on the road. So you know what I'm saying? So I was just traveling. I was like, damn, this shit feel like I'm Will Smith and I'm Legend. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to find me the dog because he had a dog. So all I was finding was like fucking weird animals, like, deers and shit, and skunks. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and nature became one during that time. And, I got back into my fishing. Like, I love fishing. But I started doing that. and just just going into my nature mode, and really just being by myself. You know what I'm saying, for a minute. So I always love comedy and all that shit. Me and Pun used to do that shit all the time, like things like that. And I never showed nobody because we didn't have this kind of technology. So, I'll be having fun and shit, just making up characters. Me and my sister actually started that shit way back when I was a shorty. So I just started, recording myself and, because we say and do things when we by ourselves and shit that, okay, we can't really, make another clone and fucking laugh at it ourselves. So when I record it, sometimes I'll be just like, let me see what the fuck I did. And I watch this shit and I'll make myself cry like, holy shit, yo, I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, I go 2 days without sleeping, 3 days. I just be on my shit because, when I start writing rhymes, I get into that habit of break at night. And, I'll be on my shit, like really, like, you know what I'm saying? You get stuck with a word or something. I'll be there for like a day on one fucking little line. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm be on me and I just, continue my day.
But not for nothing.
Then I get delirious. And that's when you see that's when you see the samurai ethic. And then you see Habibi, you know what I'm saying? The fucking, and then you see Q Hefner. That's a new one. That's the one when I'll be in a robe. When I'll be on my robe, I'll be on my Q Hefner.
Yeah, no, I saw that one.
He's the pimp at the real Hefner, the Playboy Mansion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got the Trap House Mansion.
But listen, you're in the right path. When you go to nature, and that's the best way to listen. When there's nobody around you, you're level-headed, you're clear-headed, and that's the way to go. So
and not even when you're like that. It's really when you are, your mind is full of chaos and you feel fucking with different things and problems and shit. And then you go to nature and that calms you down, look at the water for a little bit. A lot of people feel like it's fucking crazy on some other level, but it's really, really, you know what I'm saying? The foundation of everything. It's simple. That's when 100%. You find simplicity in the fucking the complications of just how simplicity shit, it's water, how fucking moods it has when it's tranquil, when it's fucking roaring and waves are up, the sun, the clouds, a lot of shit, man. And it clears up your mind and it gives you back your foundation and you start to think clearer,
It grounds you.
There you go.
Cuba.
Nature grounds you. That's it. That's the new fucking slogan.
Cuba, but do you catch fish out there, or it's like
yeah? You see, I caught mad fish. They just be skipping through. I catch them. And some days I don't catch them. Yeah. But okay, I catch.
What are you catching out there? Bass?
Striped bass. You got blues. You got the tarp, the shit you seen some of the Kamato do.
Yeah. That was a big fish, man.
That was a big fish. Big fish. I never had caught one like that before. So I was like, oh shit. When I caught it, like the pole went down, never came back up. So I was what the fuck did I thought I caught because they got beavers. They got beavers around this shit. Around the Connecticut shit. It's like a lot of beavers, and you see them niggas, all you see is teeth and fucking wood floating. So I'm like, yo, I was in a reservoir type shit. Actually, it was what is it called? Rainbow launch, the boat launch over there in Connecticut. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, did I catch some crazy shit, giant fucking snapping turtle? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm known to catch. Like, I caught a fucking seagull one time, and I'm in a fucking public park.
Get the fuck out of here.
And yeah, that nigga embarrassed the shit out of me because I felt like I was about to call him the fucking animal protection niggas on me. Because I threw the shit. I threw the rod, right? I threw it high in the air because I'll be using like 5 ounces, 6 ounces. This shit's heavy. So that shit go far. So I threw it up. When I threw it up, the motherfucking seagull caught it in the air. The cigar snapped the fucking bunker in the air.
Wow.
So now he caught it in the air. Now it's coming down. So when it's coming down, the weight takes him with him. That shit slammed into the fucking water. Either way, that niggas, you know, the seagulls, they're not even regular. Them niggas sound like screaming like fucking white women when they get raped. So it was mad kids playing behind me and mothers and fathers. And I'm the only one fishing, and the fucking skipper and beers like, wow.
It sounded like a freaking homicide.
Water. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he starts flying out of nowhere. He finds the surf. He flies. Now I'm fucking like this way. He's
still hooked. He's still hooked.
He's hooked.
Ah,
he's hooked like the beluga. Just got hooked. Beluga got hooked. So the nigga starts flying with the fucking bait in his mouth, flying, but he's hooked. So it's like I'm flying a fucking papalote. Like I'm flying a kite.
A kite.
A kite of a fucking seagull. And I'm like, he's screaming in the air. I can't get him off. So I yank the fucking the pole down. I'm like, bah. He goes back down in the water, another one. And I go, horny, this nigga, and everybody, let him go. Let him go.
You monster.
So I bring him in. But I bring him in, forget about it. It was the illest, like, most, like torturing noises I ever heard a seagull make. Wow. So I brought the nigga in, and I had to take, you know, I grabbed him by the neck, and I took the hook off, and I set him free. But yeah, that was embarrassing though.
He lived? He lived though?
Yeah, he lived. He's good. He was good.
Chris, you know what's fucked up? The little kids that saw that. They're like, that guy's a monster.
Everybody started clapping.
Let him go. Let him go.
Everybody started clapping. And the problem is that I didn't have a license. So this nigga snitching on me, really, this fucking seagull. He's snitching. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here like, this nigga.
Oh, wait a minute. You need a license to do the regular fishing up there?
Yeah, Chris.
You need a license anywhere, man. I got to fish. Unless
you go out on a charter boat, you need a license.
You still need a license because they'll stop.
Wait a minute. So if I go to the pier and just cast the rod, I need a license for that shit?
Of course, Pablo. Yeah.
Holy shit. So all these chinos over here in Short Road, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start shaking them
you
down.
You gotta love the chinos, though. The chinos are the best. Because the chinos, them niggas will buy a fucking anything from you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you catch an eel, like shit we don't eat and shit like I don't eat fish anyway, but you know, like eels, like you know what I'm saying? Like the fucking eels, the slimy shits, the fucking sea robins. A sea robin is the, you know, the shit with the wings that looks like a fucking dog. It's a fish though.
Cuban, hold on.
They buy it. They buy it from you. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I'll be like, hell yeah.
Come on.
Give me $10. Well, you know, I'll be catching stripers like 30 inches, and them niggas buy it for $20, $40. I'll be like, hey, nigga, I don't eat this shit.
So wait a minute, you don't eat fish?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He doesn't eat fish. So what you do? You bring it home for the family?
No.
Yeah, usually I bring it back to my mom.
Oh, okay.
Some friends.
Chris, is for the sport, man. It's the sport. That's why people.
Yeah, I love the sport. Yeah. I'm gonna catch like, you know what I'm saying, like fucking Godzilla or something. You know what I'm saying? One day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll be fishing with stupid big giant shark hooks too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, whoever hits this motherfucker is gonna be a big fish. Yeah, I don't fish for like the porgies and little fucking snappers. I don't do that.
Cuban staying there on funny. When I was, you know, all the years when Pun was around, all I used to hear about Pun was that he was the funniest guy in the world. Was that the connection between you two guys? You started off like that on the block?
Everything was a connection with us. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, comedy, you know, music, sports. Everything, man. That was like my brother from another, you know what I'm saying, brother in another land, actually, because I came here, you know, I was from another fucking piece of mass, you know what I'm saying? So when I came here, you know, there was a lot of people and a lot of friends that I had growing up and everything, but like me and Pun's connection was like a special homie, you know what I'm saying? That brotherhood we had, you know what I'm saying? And it was us by ourselves. It's not because, you know, we had everybody around us, because he hung out with other people. I'm sure he had other friends, but our bond, you know what I'm saying, was special, man. And you know, the world and the universe, you know what I'm saying, kind of put this mark on it, because that's how far we went with it. You know what I'm saying? We was from the hood, from the get, from, you know what I'm saying, Fort Apache, 167, down there by Southern Boulevard, you know, doing boxing, you know what I'm saying, training in boxing, playing ball, in the ranch, 168 at Home Street, and going around Soundview, and we was regular dudes. You know what I'm saying? Going to Whitestone, going to the fucking little booth, where they had the pictures and shit, stupid ass pictures, without drugs, nothing, without drink. I mean, well, we had 40s. I used to drink 40s and shit like that, but no weed or nothing. Like, we used to just do shit on some regular, friendship shit. And it was just hilarious between us. And we used to gig all day, make fucking fun of everybody else. And just, you know what I'm saying? That's where the comedy, we had that special bond.
I heard a rumor that he was a real good ball player, like
he was
basketball player.
AKA a fucking Ed Goya.
Ed Goya.
That was his nickname.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I heard that too. I heard something crazy. I think he was gonna go play in Puerto Rico. I don't know how true that was.
No, now you're going too far.
No, that's too far.
Ed Goya from the fucking barrio.
In the barrio, in the Bronx.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's when he used to actually dunk. There's a picture of him. I think that in YouTube you can find it on the internet.
Wow.
That he's about to dunk. He's over the rim. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yo, so
I used to dunk too, though. I used to dunk.
Cuba, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Oh, wow. So you get up, man.
Yeah, nigga. Shit, if I tell you my story with that,
Wow.
Like, I always had problem with my legs and shit, operation and all that shit. The chiquito. So, you know what I'm saying? Things we go, sometimes we're born with things that block us from being our best, but that never stopped me, you know what I'm saying? Because, I used to be in a track team. I used to be, play ball for my school, Roberto Clemente, and point guard and all that, dunk and shit like that, 5'8", fucked up feet, and I'm still getting up there, you know what I'm saying, doing some, and not regular dunk too. I do like Moreno style dunks, like, you know what I'm saying?
Two
pumps, 2 pumps and fuck yeah, because you already know, I'm looking up to Jordan, to Dominique Wilkins, to fucking Spud Webb, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like just that energy from that them kind of visions and people doing that, that is possible, made me fucking believe it was possible. So fuck, I wasn't thinking I was 5'8". I was just thinking that room is right fucking there. There's a way to get up there and do it. And I think my legs, if I run fast enough and take over the foul line, I might be able to dunk. And that's all it took. You know what I'm saying? That imagination and some willpower. It was done.
Hey, Cuban, not too long ago, they had the naming of the street in honor of Pun. How was that, that moment for you, being out there, seeing that?
It was a special moment. It was overdue. It was
long overdue.
Yeah. And it was a kind of a surprise because before that happened. But I did a song called "The Letter to Pun Part 2."
Good song too, by the way.
That I did, yes, Part 2.
Oh,
and I did it about about a year and a half. And in that song, I'm always gonna have a song for Pun. Not, you know what I'm saying, not for no publicity stuff, nothing. Just me relating
the love that you
and me putting them on, just in case me speaking out loud to my brother. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? How things is going on now. You know what I'm saying? Putting them on and what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. And of course I know everybody else is listening. So I'm just expressing that brotherhood right there moment. And at the end I said, and we ain't gonna stop till you get that street named after you. Either Pue, Año de Pue, which is a year later, because I recorded it, like I told you, like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. Because we got to count the COVID fucking year, but I did it a year before that because I'm working, I got the energy to start rapping again, pick up the pen again. And with a new mind, you know what I'm saying, with new energy. And then I wrote that song. And I said that at the end of that song. And then, a year later, this happens. So, that means that's a certification I'm gonna write, bro. You know what I'm saying? And things are coming to fruition the way I'm speaking them. And at that time that was scary because I wrote Flowers for the Dead before Pun died. So I was fucking You understand? So
that was before Pun died?
Yeah, but it wasn't dedicated to him. It was a fucking letter. I mean, it was a song that I just did for my dead homies, but I never had lost. I never, I was doing it.
I always thought that it was
a third person point of view. I ain't go do it that. You entended? So that shit was so deep and so surrounded by my spiritual side that I don't want to blame that shit on that, but okay, it was just embodying respect for the dead, those that we love, that we lost. And it's a song for you to mourn, and it's a song for you to get your feelings out. And that's what I was doing, but I wasn't really attached to nobody that really died close to me. But that song still came out like that. And that first verse, twin, we've been best friends ever since we were little kids. I never even chased that shit.
Oh, wow.
So that's why it was crazy to me. It was like eerie to me. But okay, once again, I have to take it. Now I see it positive, because at the end of the day, I'm like, what the fuck was I? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't see that coming. I didn't want that to happen. So my brother, you bugging? Because, I played it for him. That's one of my first 5 songs that I did. And I played them for Pun when I was doing my album. Because he wasn't really showing up to my fucking to my sessions like that. He making excuses. It's hard for me to get up there. Like, get the fuck out of here. So I used to be mad at him. But I used to report. I used to report to him, and I showed him my first 5 songs, which was Still Telling Lies. The one with Betcha, no, Betcha Man. ¿Cómo se llama este? La pinga que te singa por la mañana. Oh, yo, oh. It was that. It was and Flowers for the Dead was part of that. He heard it, loved it.
Song.
He loved it, and his wife heard it, Liza. And then when I went outside, she told me, "You wrote that for him, right?" And I was like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about? I just wrote that because what? At that time, it was a lot of songs dedicated to fallen soldiers. So that was my version of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was, I probably felt it, subliminally in the back of my mind and my heart, but I never even, ever thought that because he was like a fucking superhero to me as far as like how he held his weight, how he moved around because Pun was, he was big, he was large, but his attitude was bigger than him. As far as how much pain he endured, what he's been through, and his attitude was always comedy, making fun of things. So he was alegre and positive when it came to that part, and strong as hell. You know what I'm saying? Strong as hell, regardless. You know what I'm saying? He did skinny nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? He really did skinny nigga shit. Like 450 playing basketball, he'll still fucking do one pump behind the backboard. And fucking spit it off the backboard and fucking freak you. You know what I'm saying? Like he does skinny nigga shit. So I never thought that weight would be. I mean, I thought he had a handle on it.
Got you. Hey, it's funny because everybody always heard those stories. Like he was like He-Man. They said there like 10 guys would jump on his back and he'll still go forward type shit. But let me ask you. So I think the first time we were introduced to you was off the books with the Peanuts.
Fly Pelican Fly. Yeah.
Now let me ask you, how was that moment? Because what the story I heard was that I don't think you knew you were going to be rapping on that song, and Pun kind of just put you in that position. To walk us through that. What were you feeling? Were you nervous or
Well, yeah. The decision was made that Joe was going to mess with Pun by himself because we was a group before that. And, we took the back burner, no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? We was happy that Pun got, to do his thing with Joe. And we was happy that Joe was messing with Pun, Joe didn't really want us to be around too much when it came to business with Pun, between him and Pun, which it was like, if he set something up for Pun to do, it's for Pun to do. You know what I'm saying? So Pun didn't give a fuck because we was his best friend. I was his best friend anyway. He's gonna make me fucking go with him because that's what we was doing before the music. You know what I'm saying? And it was that time. He got the call. I spent the night in his crib. I didn't know he was going to go to to Juju's crib at the time. He had a duplex in Corona, Queens. And he told me, come on, Twin, come with me, come in. And I ain't going to fucking Queens right now. You crazy? I got to go do this. At that time. And I had it in the back of my head, I don't want to be a bother because I know that Joe told his nigga that. You know what I'm saying? And I know Pun too, but then it's going to look like I'm over here welching and trying to use Pun. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like Joe thinks like that. So I try to keep that in mind and didn't want to be a bother with that. You know what I'm saying? I was working in condos, doing my regular life, going to school. I just had my baby, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that type of shit. But Pun told me, come with me. All right, cool. Let's go. He took me and Stace. You know, we went over there, he's chilling, and we just accompany him and shit. They go into the little studio inside the duplex. Les was in there, and Juju, they played us the beat. Oh shit, crazy. Because we always like the funny, like the crazy beats like that. This nigga Joe used to always snap on us, be like, y'all niggas like fucking like strange beats. You know what I'm saying? like the one before there's another song. Domingo made this song. Domingo, the rapper. I mean the producer. He's from Brooklyn. He made this song. It was actually an album. I'll even let you back. Remember that one that they did, Dream Shatterer. The song Dream Shatterer in the Capital Punishment album. The shit with the
oh yeah. I know you talk. Yeah.
That
was a crazy beat.
Right, Joe hated that fucking beat. We love that beat. So that's the type of beat we like, right? So now they play that doo doo doo. I'm sure if Joe would have been there, he would have heard that. He would have been like, that shit's strange. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a kind of strange beat, but it was dope to us. It's just dope. This nigga Punch is like, oh yeah, this fire. So now we there. And we used to have like little think tanks. Like we used to write together. You know what I'm saying? So we sat in a little studio right there, and Punch told me, yo, pick up a pen, write. Like after me, right? I was like, nah, nigga, this is for you. Stop your bullshit. So he told her, come on, Joel. Sage, you didn't have to tell Sage shit. Sage already was picked up a pen on the side. He was already right. Because that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Me, I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll do it. So we started writing together. Nigga Pun already with his shit, you know, hey, yo, it's all love. And then he told me, yo, but take off after me. Like after I say, that's it. Like you go over me like we usually do, because we already did toe to toe. We did the Veronica joint, something to hold. So we used to always go off each other with the last word. So when he said, I was like, that's it, and he wanted me to do that. That's it. You'll punish or pass it. Last it's rappers. So that rhyme with that's it. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So that's why it just flew so kind of together with it. So the reason they kept me is because I went after Pun like that, and it just that transition was so natural. And they didn't put Sace on because he was like the time limit back in the days. It was like, you know what I'm saying, 4 minutes. That shit was like 5 minutes, you know, with Sace on it. But Sace killed that shit too. He did a verse too. They just didn't keep him, so they kept me because of that. Pun fucking gassed me to write, and we came up with it right there on the spot. And that's the whole actually the story behind the Off the Books joint. And after that, forget about it. Because remember, I wasn't signed to Joe. I wasn't signed to Terror Squad. I was rolling with them.
But you wasn't signed?
I wasn't signed yet.
Oh, wow.
So that's why Joe had a problem with, you know what I'm saying, me probably use it or being, getting on certain things that he would set up with Pun. Because I was the business side wasn't straight with me. And Joe, he didn't want us to rock with us in the beginning. So Pun's whole shit was let me show Joe why he should fuck with me and how talented I am. So he put me in positions like that to show off my skills and my talent. So Joe would be impressed and add me on to the thing. So that shit kind of backfired because that shit got Joe angry on some more like it looked like I used that to get known and be a rapper. I wasn't even give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? At that time. I was just thinking about
music.
Yeah, I love doing what I'm doing. And my man told me to get on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I got on. I'm supposed to be happy, right?
Yeah.
Supposed to be happy for a nigga to be like, yo, okay, you killed that shit, Q. Because remember, that was 8 bars. So I only got 8 bars to really show myself off. And it's a memorable 8 bars. It's fly, pelican, fly. It's you know, the wordplay, pass it, last is fast, cascade, bake, Willie niggas, bleed basket. So everything, you know what I'm saying, was, you know what I'm saying, was I mean, the Beatnuts loved it. Relativity, their record label loved it because they put a video together, and I was part of it.
No, Cuban, that song still holds up, man. That's a bona fide classic, man. Bona fide.
And I, you know, at the time we don't know, we just doing shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, because we love doing it. And but Joe, I seen the, you know, the kind of attitude he gave me for that. I had no ever, you know, another plan. It's not like I knew fucking other companies and I wanted to get a record deal with them. I wanted to join the team and I wanted to be respected as an artist. And if, you know, I wanted to be looked at as a, damn, I could help that nigga go up there too, just like he's doing for Pun. That was my kind of mentality. But he took it like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what it was, but he always had a, you know what I'm saying? It's like maybe we nos estábamos metiendo forzado. He didn't want us. You know what I'm saying? So that was his whole shit. And it stood like that for a minute. And of course I kept on doing shit. Then my name was coming up in the industry, and I got the attentions of the Atlantic Records, of the Bad Boy Records, of you know, it was a bit in war, and they did it for me. So that actually, so it was really Pun who managed my fucking career, and who I give credit to. But of course, Joe is part of it because Joe put, you know, Pun on, and he did work to get Pun to where he was at. So it was definitely a unity thing, but it was not a unity thing where he believed in the Terror Squad that was going to become the Terror Squad, which was Full Eclipse crew, the niggas that he didn't want to fuck with, which was Pun's crew in the beginning, which was me, Sace. Even, you know what I'm saying, the Tony Sunshines came later, but Tony Sunshines and them came because of our approval. I was showing Joe, you know, that they have talent, you know, prospects of the Terror Squad. So the only ones that was with him was really Armageddon, Keith Nutt, and you see him there, you know, their work. And they didn't do the same as what we did for Terror Squad, and we solidified that name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me ask you though, Cuban, during this time, you never had a chance to talk with Joe, be like, yo, you know, what's going on? Like, because you guys are popping, and at that time, everybody was talking about you guys. So I would think he would change his position, be like, yo, I can make something happen with. He did? Okay.
Well, he did, because that's where I got my deal with Atlantic Records. I let him.
Oh, you know, okay.
He had a meeting with me. You know, he started hearing my name getting thrown around in the industry. That's when he came to senses. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Let me scoop him up before somebody else.
Yeah, you know, but the thing with that is that he told Pun, I want you to rock with me, but they don't on. When you get on, you can put your crew on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I told Pun, when he came to me and approached me, like, yo, niggas is looking for me to give me a deal. So I'm like, I told Pun to say, yo, my nigga, they're looking for me to get a deal. What the fuck? You don't want to put me on. What do you feel about that? He told me, nah, go with Joe. Go with Joe. You know what I'm saying? Go with Joe. We good. I said, all right, cool, man. You know, he helped you. I see what he do for you. You know, he my nigga too. I got love for him. So I got a problem. I just wanted to be real about it. Because I remember he told you that when you get on, you go. I'm talking about benefiting off us. I'm not talking about just because you're my nigga, man. I'm saying this is a business. You know, I knew that early. And he was getting 50% of Pun. I know I ain't giving that nigga 50%. Right? So Joe comes and, you know, he tells me the deal, whatever. Shows me the paperwork, and I was in the car, and, you know, it was a bidding war between, you know, Bad Boy involved in it, some other companies. We went with Atlantic, and the reason we went with Atlantic was because they was giving him a $10 million record deal advance, a chance for him to have his own record deal and being backed by them. That's when you heard all, you know, Terror Squad Records, you know, and that's when you know, I was just, whatever he said, I was gonna follow anyway, because, you know, I'm letting him drive the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? You got my nigga out there like that, and I see what you do. You did real brave work. Besides the fact, you know, don't get it twisted either, that I think now that it was love. It was that 50%, And you know what I'm saying? That 50% and your fucking talent as being, you know, your connections and putting them in the right place. You did everything right there. But don't ever get it twisted. You got 50%. Nobody in the fucking history of fucking music got 50% as a manager.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Man. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. So it's so much of a lot that it's called the fucking that you dripping in. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't know better. We didn't know better. We all, you know, we all thought, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I got talent. You got the business head. We go 50-50. But it's not just 50-50 with you, nigga. You got other percentages that you got to split with other people. Fucking lawyer, your role manager, your company. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't know all of that. And that's 50% of features, shows.
Oh shit!
Everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Don't take it 50% just of the contract. It's 50% across the board, nigga.
And Cuban, that's just for the first album, or that's like a 3-album deal type thing?
That was forever, really. If you don't say nothing, that's
holy
forever.
Shit.
That's forever. If you really, that's a word of what, you know what I'm saying? That's my word to you as a man. So I can't, and that was on paper too. Pero que te estoy diciendo, that was just forever if you don't say nothing. But Pun sold 3 million. You know what I'm saying? Capital punishment. So now you renegotiate, of course. So there was in the mix of, you know, before Yeah Baby, it was a little squad, you know, little arguments and stuff like that because Joe didn't want to ease up on it. And I think he got him to lower it down. I'm not sure. Joe will have to tell you a story if somebody ever asks him. He will never go into those kind of truths because that's the things that, you know, he doesn't want to put light on. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Pun passed away, of course. So, you know, that's a coincidence there that, of course, you know, crazy. But I remember my brother coming up to me and be like, yo, Q, if me and Joe have problems, you know, who you rocking with, nigga? Because he saw me and Joe were like, you know, clicking. Because number now he's dealing with me because I'm getting him money too. Because I'm about to sign up. He's getting a $10 million deal from Atlantic. So now I'm kind of his best friend a little bit. He's giving me time. So I'm chilling with him a lot. I'm going to puffy parties with him. You know, I'm writing the Senorita for him. You know, he's presenting me to other people because, you know what I'm saying? I'm passing every test. I'm making them look good too. So I remember, you know, that's when Joe and Punch started working on his Dear Baby album. And he's really negotiating. And he asked me that. And I was like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You my fucking brother. You my brother, nigga. You know, if anything, nigga, it's me and you against the world. Shut the fuck up. He's like, all right. He said, nah, because the nigga Joe, you know, he acting funny because, you know, we talking about numbers and, you know, he won 50% shit. He told me this. You know what I'm saying? This is my brother telling me. Now, you know what I'm saying? And this is the truth. Nothing of the truth. I got nothing to hide or hate. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about me. I say things that like that. And it's like, I'm just making things up now. No, nigga, this is real life. Now, I didn't get to tell you because you don't need to know shit. It's just me know it because that's my brother. And that's just the way it is. You don't have to believe me, nigga. That's just what it was. Me and Joe and Pun know and Liza know. The right people need to know this because, you know, I know this. I just never, te lo tiré en la cara. But I didn't think you was going to be this disgusting when you do things, you know? Entonces, I knew that much. But Yeah Baby, you know what I'm saying, was done, came out, which meant that they came up to a number where they lowered it. Now, that number, I don't know what they lowered it to. All I know is that I know I was going to give Pun 25% of my fucking shit, regardless, whether on paperwork or not. And that's what I did when I got my advance from and my deal with Atlantic. I went to Pun's house, and we had no fucking at the agreement as far as like, you know, in paper. That's just my brother. I told him, my nigga, you getting 25 from me regardless, nigga. I don't give a fuck how much I gotta get Joe. But you, I know I gotta give you because you're my brother, and I fucking blame you for even putting me in this game because you fucking are an asshole and you forced me. So, you know, when I got my advance, $50,000, I took $12,500 and I went to the bank and just, you know the ghetto shit. You got $50,000? Oh, can I please, you know, as soon as you put it in the bank, can I get $45,000 please in cash? So that's exactly what I did. I took the fucking 12 G's. The fucking 12 G's and 500. I put it in an envelope and I just wrote in an envelope, "You're my brother for life, nigga. Here, 25%." And he was sleeping. I knocked at his door in his house. He was living in right there by the Bronx River.
That's some real stand-up stuff there, Q.
Yeah,
that really is.
That's how, that's the way I would expect somebody to do it for me, and he did it.
Absolutely.
My brother did things like that for me, you know what I'm saying? And that was natural for us. So he was sleeping. He was like, and in the middle of the living room, he was like this, cojones. And that nigga was like this. He was like this sleeping because he was already sleeping like this. He was like, the door was open. The door was open, so I got in the door, and I see this nigga sleeping. Nobody's in the fucking living room but him. I guess the kids was upstairs too. So I go over there, and he hates when you wake him up. That's one thing Pun hated. Like, he'll flip on his wife if you wake him up because he felt like she should have been like protecting him. There's nobody to touch him while he's sleeping. And that's something when he was a kid, he always had that trauma shit. Mm. So I slap him right in the chest. I gave that nigga the fucking the samurai kamoto. I gave him the fucking E-Honda slap in the chest. He goes, "What you doing, motherfucker?" And then I slap him again in the stomach and I hit him with the envelope. I said, hold this. He goes like this, and he holds the thing. I said, "I love you, my nigga, but I gotta go." And I ran the fuck out. That's my word. I ran out the house. He didn't even know what the fuck I even did there. And that's all. And
man.
And then Full Flex, which was the role manager. He was Joe's right hand and all of that. He was his role manager. I promised him $5,000. You know what I'm saying? Because he also fought for me. He believed in me a little something. So I felt that I was obligated to give him. My word is everything. You know what I'm saying? My word is that. So 17,500 was already gone from the first.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, of course, you know what I'm saying? I had my family. I had my boy that was just born. I got married. I bought a house. You know what I'm saying? I bought a house. My house. This nigga say that he bought me a house. Never bought me a house. I bought a house, you know what I'm saying, for my family. And I was actually the first individual in Terror Squad to buy a house. Because of course, they all have bread. Just they never went up, to buy shit like property. You know what I'm saying? I bought a house in Jersey, Paramus, nice little, house. And from there on.
That's a smart move, man.
That's a smart move.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
Especially what's funny though, and I think any rappers coming up, you see how fast the money comes in. You got to have a game plan because before you know it, it's gone. It goes.
Yeah, well, now, yes. But remember, I did that shit because that's just traditional shit where we come from, Spanish.
Yeah.
And then me being Cuban and knowing, you know what I'm saying? Man, we want to own a house and we got a family. Make sure that, of course, as a father, you want to put, have security for your kid, of course, but we did stupid shit too, We all
of course. No.
We do the good shit. When you're in the hood, you do dumb shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to at least keep my shit balanced a little bit. No,
you did a good job, man. Hey, do you happen to see the verses with the Locks and Dipset?
Yes.
What were your thoughts on that battle?
I thought it was. I love the energy to it.
Yeah, that's great.
I felt always, Locks is a better group,
Exactly.
Always felt that.
Eso fue una masacre, bro.
Yeah,
he was trying to be nice. He's trying to be nice. It's una masacre, bro.
Because it's just like, it's a different school. And I expected, Kiss showed that he was the leader.
Exactly.
When you got the leader and you're the leader, you're the best out the group. You know what I'm saying? Not because of who you think, because I'm sure that they got that chemistry of friendship before. Yeah. Any chemistry of, I'm better than y'all. That's why they stick with them. They got that love for each other as brothers. But they know at the end of the day, nigga, that's the leader, nigga. That's the king, fucking shit. Yeah. And they follow the king, and when it's their time, they play their position. And the king follows them. And that's the love they got. And that crew, that shit looked like a fucking discombobulento. Everybody thinks that they're the fucking leader.
They're the man, exactly.
When they're all together, it sounds all like they all sound like they're not, the unity's not there. And you can tell, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you.
Cohesiveness. There's no. Yeah.
Yeah. Say that again.
Relax.
Yo, Cuban. If Pun was around, who you think would have been a good match for him in versus?
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah, I know. Pun's
Jay-Z. I'll go with like the Jay-Z's, the top dogs. You know what I'm saying? The Jay-Z's, the Nas's. Even though,
against Nas, it would have been crazy.
But Nas, come on, Nas. I say like Nas, Biggie would have been perfect.
Yeah,
because it's just that the similarities of how they how they look, but also it's perfect just on the image. You know what I'm saying? Because style there was different too. Pun had a skinny nigga style, man. I'm telling you, he was a skinny nigga trapped in a fucking Missy Elliott fucking suit. That's all it was. That's all it was. Because this nigga, I'm telling you, this nigga, he did skinny nigga shit, and he was really skinny in his mind, and he made me believe he was fucking skinny, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put the weight like it was a handicap or it was holding him back. You know what I'm saying? It just made him unbelievable. That's what it did. But he was unbelievable when he was fucking skinny too.
Crazy question. During that time, was he ever like in the hospital? Like were there any like warning signs that that no? It just happened. No.
This is a nigga that ate rocks, my nigga. There's a nigga that ate rocks off the ground. Talking about this is minerals, this is protein. And this is a nigga that came out to fucking outside on the corner and chill and drink beers with a fucking tank top. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of fucking winter. While everybody had Sherlins and coats. This nigga that got sick and had a little sniffle, they gets cured the next fucking week. So he never had an incident where it was like he was hospitalized or he had something wrong that he,
never no complications regarding the heart ever.
Nada. Just that. Not one time. He went to check himself to like a clinic visit, and the doctors told him shit to do. He was gonna go. I think he was gonna go to the gas by the bypass.
The bypass. The gas bypass.
To close the stomach and all of that. He went to a meeting for that. I think his sister took him. And he wasn't yet to agree because Pun, even me, we always believe things in the natural way to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we come from the boxing school, you know what I'm saying, where that's what they teach you. You got to fucking work hard for it. And it's, you earn it, you feel it. Because if you don't do it that way, you're going to take it for granted and you're going to go fucking double the next time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's better to earn it, work hard for it, and accomplish it. So yeah, he was in a mix. He asked me about that shit. He said he thinks he's gonna do it. I said at that time I was like, fuck it, do it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. If you think that you can't do it like the way we thought, like going back to the gym and working out, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Do it.
You know what it is? Is one way is quicker than the other. Yeah. So that's why people choose that part.
So, yeah. I mean, when it's necessary, it's necessary.
Exactly.
We can't be stubborn either with the fucking, there's a way to help you do something and you're stuck on your old ways. And you're not doing it all way either. You know what I'm saying? You're still doing shit that complicated worse. So let's do it that way to give you maybe a little motivation, to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
So Cuban, what are you up to these days? Are you? I know you mentioned earlier you get into fever again to make music. Where are you with that?
They try to turn my fire out for good, but I relit it. Now everything inside of me, they fear I'm coming with it. Been on my rocky grind, trying to push it to the limit with that victory in mind. Now it's finally time to get it. Committed to my hustle from beginning to the end. Guess they didn't like me humble, so I had to muscle.
I got that feeling. I got that feeling. Yeah. No, I'm back at it like a crack addict on my Craftmatic. Yeah, I'm back at it. The pen is fucking, is on blue flames right now.
It's flowing. God bless, man.
Yeah. And that's exactly why, because God bless you. So now, just everything. When life brings you back full circle and you just mature and you start looking retrospect about things, and you know what I'm saying? Not that you did so much mistakes or you did it the wrong way. It's just you looked at things maybe where reality, and you look back and you're like, yo, man, I did that shit. Oh shit, that song went that far. Oh shit, I was part of that song. Though you didn't get no credit for it, though nobody saw you, but you know what you did. So that confidence right there, 3 years ago is when it kicked back in. That's when La Pinga se me echó de nuevo. I understood. That's when I understood that who the fuck was Cuban Link, the fucking king, the best rapper in the fucking world, the best Cuban who ever touched my hip hop. That's when I knew that this is the reason why these fans still fucking love me and stalk me, and fucking love me. And that's the reason. So once you get that back in you, and the world, God, reality gives you them signs that, nigga, do this shit. This is what you do. Even if you don't know how to fucking even make money off of it or whatever, they know, the world's seen that you have this talent. They want you to do it. This talent, this gift is needed because you are the missing link. And what is the missing link? The missing link is that motherfucking, them jewels and the fucking paragraphs and raps you spit that is missing right now. The missing link is the history of hip hop, of why you should never bite and never fucking follow the next nigga, because originality is the key. That is the missing link. The missing link is the honor, the integrity, the motherfucking competition level in your heart that you have when you grab that mic and become the master of ceremonies. That is the missing link. So that's why Cuban is on fire, and everybody thinks I'm fucking crack. And everybody thinks I'm cracked out because I'm happy now. I'm happy. I'm making you laugh. I'm doing things that are of a young nigga, with the same energy. And I wouldn't be doing this if I know I didn't have that fire. And I got some fire, and they've been done. But I got some real good. The greatest music you ever gonna hear from Cuban Link is coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just waiting for the business side to be really, really right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do it like the always.
Don't be giving no 50% again.
Oh no. This is, no, but I do gotta split the pie up, because Samurai Kamoto, and then we got.
That's all right.
You got
with those people.
He got the other aliases that he got to take care of.
Yeah, no, Habibi the Butcher, and then and then we got the Q Hefner. He wants the crack house to be fixed up.
At
the new Playboy Mansion, it has to be fucking fixed up.
On something that's very important, man. You're at peace and you're happy. So now the shit flows a lot better. So
Chris, I'm sorry, Chris. Not only that, but you see the evolution of Cuban Link, where he was a young kid, not really knowing about the game, maturing and just doing things and still staying relevant. That's what's beautiful about Cuban's story. He is still relevant, and he's still making music. He's evolving. He's in a different headspace. A lot of other people would have crumbled, but this guy found a way to reinvent himself. And I'm really looking forward to your
God bless.
And never sold out. Never sold out.
Absolutely.
I went against the machine for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? And for the reasons that others would have been fucking sold out. Their fucking their morals for it. You know what I'm saying? Which is money and fame. And none of that ever could ever fuck with my personal beliefs, my morals, and what I stand on. And even when everybody else was benefiting off of that, I never followed the fucking train for that. And I seen everybody follow that train and leave the fucking their morals and think that it was gonna get something that's some reward that they was looking for. But it was a lesson for them, I hope, because my lesson was that, listen, there's nothing that money could ever buy, can never ever buy what how I'm gonna feel and how I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And how my son or my daughter is gonna look at me because I did something that's shameful enough for me not to fucking believe in myself. And that's the reason why I came to this point in my life where I held all of that down. And as stubborn as I might have been, I needed to be that stubborn because those fucking decisions would have fucking destroyed me. You know what I'm saying? Internally. So I'm glad that those fucking, and I said no so many times, and I took the road I did, and I went against who and whatever I went against for reasons, because the world already showed me why. Because if you see what I see and how I see it, you're gonna understand it, and that's good because that's the movie I'm gonna show you. It's not about hate. It's not about revenge. It's not about this, that. No, and it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story of, you know what I'm saying, young kid from a fucking communist country with no freedom to get, to without knowing a certain language, that goes into another land, learns the language, learns, how freedom feels, and goes out for the stars from the bottom and make something of himself, not just something, make something that the world will appreciate, stamps a flag, and be part of a group, be part of an energy and an entity that will last forever. And that's the American dream of Cuban Link, so if I could do it, and if I could do it, you could do it. And that's it. Against all odds, baby.
Absolutely. Hey, Cuban, we're coming up against the clock. I want to give you this time to kind of plug anything you have going on, where people could find music with you. If people want to link up, where they could reach you. So the floor is all yours, brother. Well,
you already know, man. Cuban Link, COK. Expect a lot of projects from me. I've been telling you that since 1974. But now, I don't, but I'm gonna give you the best of Cuban Link real soon. The album is gonna be called The Missing Link. I got some motherfucking hollow tips in the chamber of the motherfucking calico, and for real, y'all gonna enjoy it. I just want to put the vision with the music to be right and package it up real nice for y'all, so y'all can enjoy it and y'all can know the classic Cuban Link story for real. Got the documentary, the book, the Spanish album, the English album, the bobblehead. No, but I got merchandising. It's gonna be there, and you catch me in Cuban Link, COK, my IG. Catch me in Facebook, Felix Cuban Link Delgado. You can catch me Rodrigo Ramirez Entertainment, La Mega, La Pinga, Tapara. You can also you can catch me in the Samurai Kamoto.
First of all, thank you so much for the interview, and it's been fucking awesome. When everything comes together, man, we would love to have you back and see the final product, man, because I know it's gonna be fire, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, Cuban, anything you have, just send it our way. We'll make sure to plug it so the folks know what's going on. Anything new you want to plug, please just feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to promote it. And what Chris said, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope I wasn't too much of a bother. I'm gonna give you a break now. I'll hit you up in 6 months. When fishing season starts again, that's when I'm gonna hit you back up.
That's okay. Just all you gotta do is take the numbers that you hit me, how many times you hit me, and multiply by 10, and catch up me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Rodolfo.com. Your apology will be accepted.
Yo, Cube, take care, brother. God bless.
You already know, man. God bless y'all, man. And thank you for having me, man. Keep doing your thing. God bless. Yeah.